If you've ever opened a virus on your PC, then you know what's coming next. It's the fellas.
Oh, jeez, man. Words cannot describe. Oh, I don't know what day it is. I don't know what time it is. I don't know if there's light outside or nothing.
Some kind of light.
Yeah, I'd know if we didn't have all the fucking windows boarded up in here.
Yeah, unfortunately.
What are you gonna do? No going to the theaters, no watching some good shit today. We decided to take it old school. Oh, everybody, you're listening to the fellas. It's your resident and lovable house slave / Negro. Remember, I'm the house slave. I'm somewhat educated.
Oh.
You can consider me a friend. I'm here with your boy Ray.
Yeah.
And we're toughing it out in the bunker. Apparently, there's some sort of rumor that some storm or some shit's coming. I don't know.
They said it was a Cat 5, but, you know, I was like,
I don't believe the fake news. I get all my shit from Alex Jones.
Oh.
Alex Jones said hurricanes don't even fucking exist.
Oh.
Black pilled like a motherfucker. You know, went to the studio, had to board up some of the windows. I mean, technically, we just rent this studio. We ain't balling like that. We don't own it. So I was like, I don't give a fuck if the windows break.
Yeah.
Ray was like, yo, we gotta pay for that if that happens. I'm like, fuck him. I don't care. But whatever. Spent the whole day boarding shit up. Decided to, can't go to the movie theater. So we just decided to sit in here and check out torrential garbage. I don't think we were looking for garbage.
No.
We were just trying to look for saw a couple good ones of something with Bill Murray's in there. Looked like it might have been some good.
Yeah, I think it was off one of these streaming services, I guess, that we found something that looked interesting. The cover actually looked pretty decent.
Yeah, the title and the premise seemed decent.
Yeah.
And I'm coming into this to a guy who only started watching it a quarter of the way through.
No,
you
got into it because you passed out.
The guy and his wife were already having a threesome or something.
Well, yeah, that was like 5 minutes into the movie.
Really?
Yes.
God damn. All right. Well, let me preface this a bit. First of all, the movie that we saw was called Marriage Killer, and what had happened was, we were siphoning through movies that we thought would be pretty good. At this point, it was like fucking 2 a.m, man. I was gassing out. I was constantly going in and out of consciousness. And we'd be like, oh, this is a good one with Bill Murray. Let's check it out. So, okay, play it. And then I'm getting this from a third-party source. Ray is telling me this was happening. He would play 3 minutes of it, and I'd be gone.
Yes.
And then, like, 20 minutes later, he's like, fuck it. It's kind of good. I want to be awake for this. So you would take it off of that and put something else on. And I'd wake up like, yo, what the fuck happened? And he's like, oh, we're going to check this out. Okay. And then about 10 minutes of that movie would go through, and I'd be out again. And this repeated like 3 or 4 times.
Yes.
So you went through like 3 or 4 different movies.
Yes, I did. Because you'd pass out like right at the very beginning. It was like, shit.
So
riding the storm out.
What motivated you? Now, I'm asleep, mind you. I'm still asleep. What the fuck motivated you to put this movie Marriage Killer on?
Well, you said, that looked interesting because you're like, okay, the synopsis looked pretty decent. And
the synopsis is this. I'm going to read it verbatim. A married couple decides to explore a members-only nightclub, but quickly realize the deadly consequences of their action. That is vague as shit. I remember a bit more of a description.
Kind of drew me in was this cover was all red. It has these two, the husband and wife, I'm guessing.
The husband and wife. And
just
then
kissing?
like the third wheel chick.
Yeah, the third wheel chick. She kind of looks like Dallas Bryce Howard.
Is that a dude's name?
No, that's the Ron Howard's daughter.
Oh, the chubby one.
Yes.
Yeah.
Kind of looks like her.
Yeah.
But you can't really tell on photo. Like, oh, okay, she's kind of hot, blonde.
Yeah, I can see that. The premise should basically just be Fatal Attraction.
Yes.
But with a dude and his wife involved instead of just a dude. Very, very simple, very basic premise. And the funny thing is, I woke up. You said you were how far into it?
Well, you were awake at the very beginning, and then you fell asleep.
I swear to you, I was not awake when you selected this.
Because when
you selected this movie, I was not awake.
The thing is, when I pressed play on the streaming service, what happened was, it went straight into the movie. Instead of, you normally get the production houses, get their little introduction. No, it was like an introduction of downtown Miami. And he's like, holy shit, that's downtown Miami. I wonder where that is. And we were like, hey, I know that fucking street. Hey, I know that street too.
See, here's my thing. It's a miracle that this movie took me out of sleep. I was dead fucking tired and drunk, as is my normal tradition in the evening.
Yes.
And I was like, there is no way I'm going to be awake. I was awake for this whole fucking thing. Because any time that God was merciful and none of these fuckers were talking on the screen, I'm like, okay, where is this? Hey, that's the Costco. No, not the Costco. That ain't the Costco that's down off of Broward. That's the fucking other one. That's the one. That's Las Olas.
That's Las Olas. Yeah, that's definitely Las Olas.
Yeah, that's Las Olas right there. And we'd sit there trying to find the places, which I honestly don't think they had a license for.
No, they just
I think they just turned on the phone.
Yes.
It was like, yeah, y'all just walk and talk. If somebody says something, just ignore them.
And the red light comes up when you look at the quality of the film. It's kind of filmed in that daytime television, the WE channel.
Yeah, it's when you make everything fuzzy so that they don't notice the imperfections.
Yeah,
that's how that happens. But the important thing is, when I woke up after saying there's no way I'm going to stay awake through this, the movie, I'm not even going to save this for the end. I'm going to come right out. This shit was bad.
Yes.
And when I say bad, there's so bad it's just bad.
Yes.
And then there's so bad it's good. This is in the latter category.
Yes,
this is the so bad it's good. Because otherwise I'd have been like, just turn this shit off.
Yes.
It's that bad. I'd be like, just turn this shit off. I'm not watching this.
This is where that bar has to be, if they're taking this movie seriously.
Yeah, if it's a bad movie and it's not taking itself seriously, don't nobody want to watch this.
No. Because you could tell.
Yeah. But if it's awful, and you can tell the director is just stroking himself off like, I'm gonna win a fucking Oscar. It's a horrible glory. And we all want to partake in that.
Yeah.
It's like tasting the tears of a child. It revigorates you. It makes you feel strength. That's why I woke up. I watched the whole fucking thing. In every scene, I was like, it can't possibly get worse. In every fucking scene, it would just get worse.
If you thought their bar of acting comprehension was that bad,
but I don't even know as bad as the acting was. I don't even know if I can say. I mean, before I go, I'm gonna break down the actors and everything, because we're gonna do this a bit differently. There's only one way to deconstruct this. I'll have to start it this way. Of all the bad things about this, what do you say was the number one component that was dragging this into the muck? It was bad. If you fix whatever the component is you say, it's still going to be bad. But I'm saying the number, like, every time you witness this sort of thing, it would just make you want to just peel your skin off. It was so bad.
I'm going to have to say the writing.
The writing. You think the writing was... So you think the writing was worse than the acting?
The writing is just felt like it was written by a child. But now that I'm looking at it...
it felt like it was written by some junior high school girl doing a fucking fan fiction. That's what it fucking felt like. Oh I know what it is you're trying to do. You're trying to break up me and my husband, but I won't let you. Please, you have to listen to me. It is not my fault. Not. You've got to listen to me. It's not my fault. You have to listen to me. It is not my fault. My business is going bad too. I need your help. It's like, what the... And you'd be like, did a fucking child write this? What the fuck is going on?
I think the editor just fell asleep.
Man, the editor read 10 pages into this shit and be like, I can't save this.
But now
I'm going to get this shit to the end and cash my check. Please don't put my name on the credits. And he's going to walk the fuck off. This is like The Room Part 2.
Yeah, The Room Part 2 with a little bit more budget.
Should have been called The Room Killer. This is The Room... This is The Room with more set pieces. And really, it's not more set pieces. They're just outside.
Yeah, they're just outside, yeah.
Because, I mean, they only used the same 3 set pieces, which was...
The house,
the club,
and a massage room,
and one room in a hospital that was used for both the doctor's scenes and one of the main characters.
Yes,
she's a medical masseuse, therapeutic, whatever. She does that, so they were recycling that. And then eventually they had one new scene, which was some dude's living room who had a house over in what looked like Coconut Grove.
Yes, it did look like Coconut Grove.
Hey, Bobby, can I use your house? What? Man, no, man, get the fuck out of here. Look, dude, come on. I need one more scene, and there's no other places outside I can film. I just need a house, man.
You know what? You're not even using it, man. You're not even using it. You're out for the freaking season. Don't worry. Let me just film in there real quick.
How long this shit gonna take? No, like 3 hours. Oh, all right. He wrapped up all the scenes from that house in 3 fucking hours. Let me just use your house for 3 hours. Yeah, so you're gonna say the worst thing about this movie was the writing.
Yes. Now looking at the writing credits, the wife co-wrote some of the story, which is
Get
actually
the fuck out of here. Are you serious?
Yeah, there's a lot of writing credits. There's 4 people who wrote this fucking story.
Well, that's part of the problem right there. Too many cooks will spoil the broth, but
it looks
what?
it looks like I'm assuming the husband came up with the idea. No, never mind.
The husband looks like Kirk Cameron's little brother. The husband looks like some soft dough.
No, here's the writing credits: Doug Campbell, Barbie Castro, Eric R. Castro, and David Chester.
Wait, Barbie Castro? That's the chick.
Yeah,
that's the daughter, isn't it?
No, that's the wife.
That's the wife.
And then there's Taylor Castro.
So I'm assuming Eric is her husband.
Is Taylor Castro her freaking daughter then?
Wait, her whole fucking family's writing this shit? Dear Lord. I mean, it looks like it probably took not paying people. It probably took about $20,000 to put this out.
There's a lot of Castros in this movie.
Apparently so. Jesus. This is a real Scooby-Doo mystery we're uncovering here.
My God.
The mystery of the shitty-ass movie, Who Done It? And we're finding out it was the Castros. The Castros done it. They ruined the fucking movie. That makes a lot of sense, because after a while, this movie takes a sharp left turn, and it's all about the wife. First, she's upset at the husband for no fucking reason. Then she's off getting gang-banged, every hole filled with cock.
Which
then,
you don't see.
It would have made it a million times better. Man, make me the director. I'd have read this like, look, this is garbage. There's only one way to save this. Gotta have some pink.
Yes.
Already, the acting sounds like what you would find on Pornhub.
Yes.
But when I was done with it, you would absolutely hear that Pornhub logo in the background.
They would have actually done a better job acting.
Hell, I might call up Pornhub and like, look, I can give you some good shit if you want to pay me. I put this shit direct to Pornhub. Pornhub's making its own movies. Yeah. That's what I would have been doing. But I'm telling you, I would have put some hardcore fucking in this.
It's not that hard to replace these people with actual porn actresses in the middle and just splice them in.
You don't need to. They're actors. They're only one space removed from doing porn, except apparently the chick who plays the wife, who thinks she's too good for this shit. Hence, she staffed her entire goddamn clan all over the movie. Jesus, Castro. Get the fuck out of here. Damn, so the chick is her real fucking daughter.
It is. Yeah.
And apparently she was born in Pembroke Pines.
Oh, that's not that
fuck out of here.
It's not that far.
That is her real. Now, I wonder if she doesn't look like super hot. Detective Marquez, another Castro. That may be her fucking husband. Jesus. Eric Castro, Barbie Castro. Who the fuck is Eric? It's Castro's all over this motherfucker.
And Eric just came up with the idea. I didn't know you could credit someone for the idea.
In lieu of pay, you can credit somebody with any fucking thing. Yeah, I learned that early on.
I feel bad for David Chester because, it looks like he was short on some cash or something.
Oh, you know what? I just realized I didn't say what I thought was the worst thing. So you said the worst thing was the script. Oh, the writing. The worst thing was the writing, is what you said, right?
Yeah.
Okay, the acting, I want to say the acting is bad, but it's more minute than that. What's the word I'm looking for? The body language.
Yes.
The body language took me out of it so much. Honey, I can't believe you would say that. I am furious. And he would have the same facial expression that he had when he walked in the door. He comes in. Well, the deal is gone. They pulled out. We're going to have to sell the house.
Yes.
This means bankruptcy. And his face looks like a fucking plank. Between that and at first, I was thankful because no one looks like super hot. But the problem is, every fucking person who's supposed to be hot, the more I analyze them, every person they come in is like, okay, you see the wife who was played by Miss Castro, Barbie. Barbie Castro plays as Morgan. And I'm like, oh yeah, the wife's pretty hot. But then you realize, you know what? And this is what I really love. She wasn't super hot. She had a mom's body. And now I know it's because she was a mom. She doesn't have like a pencil thin waist. No, that's a thick woman.
Yes.
Not fat.
She's still
but thick.
Bangable.
Oh, absolutely. She is the definition of a MILF. And seeing as how her daughter is 20 fucking years old, I'm going to assume, that's her when her daughter was younger? God damn. Is that her when her daughter was younger?
I don't know, man. I'm going through the rabbit hole now.
So you don't even know if that's her?
Apparently, they're friends with the director.
Oh, fucking him.
And you know, everything, all these movies end in killer. That's really original, by the way. Okay.
Well, you want to take a look at that real quick?
Yeah, let's look at that real quick.
I'm sorry. By the way, folks, I'm sorry. We're bouncing all over the fucking place.
It is. It's bad.
When you bring up something, I don't want to say let's get back to that because we probably won't, because all these fresh new ideas are popping up in my head.
Yeah.
And I haven't slept, and I don't know how long. And there's a hurricane coming. We're all gonna die. That's what the guy in the news said. Don't even try to fight it. What does the guy say in that clip? The world is burning. Let's masturbate.
Yes.
That's what the guy says.
Yes.
I think the newscaster said that, or maybe I'm just delirious. I had to kill a man to get some plywood for these fucking windows. Okay, so what am I looking at here?
So I just clicked on the director's name, and I'm like, okay. I looked at the wife. The wife is in all these movies named Killer. The daughter's in all these movies named Killer. So
the director is a Castro.
No, he's I'm assuming a friend.
Okay, he's a friend of the Castros.
Yeah.
Okay.
So it's patient killer, marriage killer, boyfriend killer, girlfriend killer.
These are movies?
Those are movies.
Jesus Christ. Okay. And the same director did them.
Well, he did 4 out of the 5.
Out of the 5 killers.
Yeah, but this is the web, dude. This is what they call a cell, a passion cell. One person in that cell comes up with a great idea, and you know what? They have money to burn.
Right.
And you know what? They say, fuck it, we're going to make this movie. I don't give a fuck. We're going to do it.
Just going to walk down, we're just going to walk down Bayside with a camera.
Yeah.
And have 2 people talking.
We're going to do this shit.
Yeah.
No outside interference is going to tell us what we're doing wrong.
Fuck permits.
Yes.
Fuck them.
Fuck them. We're going to do this fucking movie.
It's the passion project. We don't need no fucking permits. We don't need no Actors Guild. Actors Guild, man, fucking Screen Actors Guild can eat a dick. Let's just do it.
You know what? This is fuck Will Smith and his family. We're going to do this shit our way.
We're the new Will Smith.
We're going to produce, direct, write
Pay
movies
for
our kids to be in.
Absolutely.
Well, just this one child.
Well, and that child is 20. But still.
Yes.
Because they got to be over 18.
And on top of that, we're going to make them sing on a soundtrack, too.
Oh, my Lord. I love you folks too much to play that shit. We're not gonna fucking do that. Every single person does not express emotion the way they should. And you could say, oh, you just said you're bad actors. No, it's more than acting. There's no inflection of the voice. There's no movements. Everyone feels like a fucking robot. And the worst offender is the protagonist.
Yes.
The chick, Kristen Renton.
Yeah.
Come on here. Oh, no. Isabel. Okay.
Yeah.
And she's supposed to be, the idea is, the husband and the wife go to the swingers bar, right? The husband is named Robert, played by Jason Lundell. This man belongs in one of those Christian movies.
Yes.
Stand by the Heart or some shit like that.
Yes.
Lord, I don't know what you want from me, but I'm listening. Yeah, he has to be in one of those.
What movies has he been in?
I'm not going to bother going through them. I went through it once. Okay, hold on.
Such masterpieces called Tu Wong Fu.
What? He was in Tu Wong Fu with Love?
Yes.
Okay. Hostage X.
Yes.
This guy was in way too many fucking movies to be this bad of an actor. God damn.
He was in The Rage, Carrie Part 2.
This goes all the way back to 91.
Yeah, there should be no reason why he phoned this fucking thing in.
Oh, he was in The Outer Limits back in 95.
Look at that.
Not bad. Yeah, but he goes way the fuck back. This guy is awful. Anyway, so he and his wife, things are bland and whatnot, and his business, he runs an architectural firm, and they're not doing too good, and they got their daughter, so they decide to go to a swingers bar. Swingers bar is where you go with your wife, another guy goes with his wife, and they let you pair off, and they let you bang each other and all this stuff. Now, traditionally, this is something of a trap, because most guys coming with their wives look like shit.
Yeah.
You pay to get in, and most times the swingers club have women that they pay to be there, but they don't pay them to have sex. They're gonna have sex, they're just paid to be there. That's how you get around the whole prostitution thing. And then once you get there, a lot of the really hot women, you can say immediately, you look at a hot woman, yeah, no dude brought her. She's part of the place. And then, when you want to fuck or bang your wife and have her watch or whatever, she's gonna end up on the back end charging you some shit, which is stupidly illegal. But I digress. We have a lot of those in South Florida, in the club, beach area, whatever. So they go to one and they meet some chick. I think I'm trying, because I missed this part. The part where I woke up, the 3 of them were at the house just having drinks as friends. They met up with this chick named Isabel, played by Christine Renton. Now, problem number 1, and this is something that happened to every single character. At first, they look attractive to me, but the more I see them, they start to look like shit.
Yeah.
And they start to fucking repulse me. Example, the mom, like, oh, she's got a mom body. I find that hot.
Yeah.
But then they would show certain scenes where I guess she was working for maybe a couple hours or something.
Yeah.
And she starts to look tired and her face starts to look like fucking Clayface from Batman. Like her skin is kind of sagging. And I'd be like, wow, you are really fucking used up. I mean, you know, she exercises. She's trying to stay in movies. But god damn, it's like her skin looks like it's just falling off. And then you got the honeypot, Isabel. She's supposed to be the blonde-haired, blue-eyed bombshell. But she has some hideous tattoos.
Yes, in wrong places.
In just the worst spots you would ever want to see them. And when I say hideous tattoos, I don't mean like, oh, you know, here's a tattoo of Johnny Knoxville's face because I like that one movie he was in. No, I mean, you know, when you see women with tattoos of like a proverb or some shit, or some words,
some
written,
Angelina Jolie shit.
Yeah, something like that, or some astrological signs. It's the pretentious hipster shit that's like, yeah, why don't you just make a nice, pretty picture? Oh no, these words mean something deep in my soul. This proverb, well, you know, if you share that proverb with everyone, it doesn't mean as much. If it's really that fucking deep to you, that's something you should be keeping to yourself instead of saying, hey, look at this deep thing, which automatically means how deep I am. Look at me, look at me, look at me, you fucking pretentious piece of shit. So she had lots of tattoos like that. It was like under her arm, like on her side, she had one on her back. I think she had one on her chest, one on her forearm. And I'm like,
strange, man.
I'm gonna see this chick naked and I'm gonna see these dumbass tattoos, and that's really just gonna take me out of it. So she just got more and more unattractive to me. Between that and the fact that she would cake herself with makeup, that's also a pretty big turn off. Well, I don't like tattoos and I don't like too much makeup.
She was in like a ponytail through the entire fucking movie. Her hair was pulled back. I don't remember her hair being down in any shot in this film.
Whatever the fuck. So the daughter calls and says, oh, I want to have a sleepover at my friend's house. The mom says, oh yeah, go ahead. So the chick leaves to go to the bathroom, and she comes back wearing some lingerie, and she's like, hey, let's all go to the bedroom. I don't think they had agreed to do that, or they, at the swingers club, they said, yeah, this is not us, we're not into it. But back at their home, she leads into the bedroom, and I'm thinking to myself, okay, here we go.
Yeah,
this is where, as a director, I would solidify my audience. I would be having them go to Pound Town. But that was some serious PG fucking.
It was
there was some
PG.
kissing and light touching.
It was G.
Yeah,
it was
no one was out of any sort of clothing. Like, and I was like, oh, okay.
You saw maybe like
you didn't see shit. Everyone was clothed.
That camera was so close up into their necks, and everybody
I didn't see no titties. I felt ripped off. And I'm like, okay, you know. And then here's where the bullshit starts to seep in. This is another one of the things with the female's character. They always make it seem like, you know, she's a self-righteous one. The mom, she wakes up, sees her husband, and smiles. Oh, I haven't had sex with him in so long. Then she turns to the other side and sees the chick, and she's just mortified. I can't believe. Someone give me a couch to faint on. Yeah, you know, some shit like that. So, you know, she leaves and she makes breakfast. You know, and
this is where I turn to you and say, oh man, she comes up to you and she says, I love you both equally.
Yeah, that's another problem. There's no subtlety.
There's no subtlety.
The point is, they're trying to make it seem like, remember, did I say it was Basic Instinct?
Yes.
Remember, Basic Instinct, I'm too attached to you,
yeah,
and I'm unstable. And her thing is, we want to show that she's too attached to the both of them. Yeah. And there are subtle ways you can do that. But they're having breakfast and she comes right out in nothing but a shirt on and says, oh, that was so great. Hey, look, I just want you guys to say, I'm going to go out on a limb and just say this. I'm in love with you guys. And they're like, the fuck? What?
I turn to you and you say, bitch, get the fuck out of my house.
Yeah, I remember you turned to me and I was just like, the fuck out of my house. I'm done with you. Get the fuck out of here. You know, and they're like, oh, we're not really gonna do this again. You know, it was exciting and we liked it.
It was a one-time deal.
You know, and she's like, oh, I'm so sorry about that and whatever. You know, when she gets up and leaves, then you start to see Oh, these oh so hilarious flashbacks.
Oh my god, yes, I totally forgot.
Oh, the flashbacks were so nice.
Because it was confusing. You were like, what the fuck
Like,
is this?
whose fucking kid is this? She would have flashbacks to when she was a kid. Now, was she being taken by social services, or was she taken away from her father, or was her father and mother together, but they were just assholes?
Yes.
I don't know.
I don't know.
All I know is there is just this morbidly obese child who looks to be about, maybe, I'm going to say, what
7,
age?
8?
I was going to say 10.
Oh, okay.
That's a lot of fat.
Yeah.
I was going to say 10.
I'm like, you got to put that kid on a treadmill, man.
You got to do something. That's bad. Like, you could see, like, with the shirt, at certain points her arms went up and you saw the gut spilling down. I'm like, dude, that should, somebody call child support. There's a crime going on here.
Yeah.
And I'm like, yeah, whose fucking kid is this? It's supposed to be her.
Yes.
You know, she dyed her hair blonde and she lost weight and this and that or whatever. But she had a bad home life. And what you're supposed to get is she wants these two to be her parents now. A new life. She wants these two to be her parents whom she fucks, apparently. I don't know. But I'm like, okay, so this is why she's crazy. Couldn't let us figure that out. Oh, no, they had to tell us. Because they force feed you everything in this movie.
Yes, they do.
Oh man, his wife did some fucked up shit. I bet her husband's angry. Honey, I am angry with you. Oh man, this woman betrayed her. I bet they're gonna be enemies now. You betrayed me. We are enemies now. It's like, yeah, I can figure some of this shit out, dude. Leave it to me. When you're spoon feeding me everything. It's killing it, man. That's that bad writing.
I honestly think, because this doesn't make any sense, dude. This doesn't make any sense. This chick, Isabel, she's been on Sons of Anarchy. She's been on a lot of other films and shows. This doesn't make any sense. This kind of acting had to be directed by the producer to act in this certain way. There's no fucking way.
Look, there's only two reasons that the acting would be this bad. Either they're doing it on purpose, or she's like, you know what? I got a couple bills I'm late on. I need to shit something out real quick and just get a check. I'm not going to put one iota of effort into this because I know it's going nowhere. So there you go. I'm going to read that fucking script verbatim without any emotion, without any reflection, without nothing. I'm going to read that shit verbatim. I'm going to say, sign your name on that check, motherfucker. I'm going to take it and I'm going to leave.
I think my favorite scene is coming up right after this.
Okay, so they're like, oh, we don't feel that way about you. And they left. And you got to excuse me because some of this shit, I'm trying to pull it back in my head because this was just an amalgamation of all sorts of crazy shit. This was all over the fucking place. Because every scene, I'm like, what the fuck?
Why would you do that?
What the fuck's going on? From what I remember, and I'm sure this is jumping, she begins to start some shit.
Yes.
Because she wants to be back in their lives, and, you know, basic instinct, you want to do things to force the husband to come to you by alienating him from his wife. Well, when you want both the wife and the husband, I was trying to figure out, well, what the fuck is she doing? She was making them go against each other to the point where they, like, got a fucking divorce or something.
Yeah. Well, she went back to the house to say, I'm sorry I said that after they kicked him out. And she went upstairs because she said that she had left her earring upstairs.
Yeah.
And she grabbed the credit card.
Husband's at work.
Yeah, husband's at work. She grabbed the credit card, went back to the club, said that he left the credit card there at the club to have the husband go back to the club by himself without his wife. And then that's when one of the balls just started rolling on this train of shit.
Yeah, so the husband gets a call, right, from the club. Oh, sir, you left your credit card here. And immediately, because what we at first said was bullshit. It's like his credit card is in the dresser at his house.
Yeah, why is that shit in his wallet?
Yeah, I have exactly 2 credit cards and then my debit card. All 3 of which are in my fucking wallet. They are never not in my fucking wallet. So he just has it in his fucking dresser drawer.
In his wife's dresser drawer. His card.
For some reason.
Yeah.
So it was like, okay, then and here's another problem. So the club calls him, oh, yes, sir, you left your card here.
How do they know his phone number?
No, you just call the credit card company, give them the number.
Okay.
Now, to be honest, though, usually the credit card company will call you.
Yeah.
If you leave your card at my place, I call the credit card company, hey, someone left their card here, here's a number. Okay, we'll contact Mr. So-and-so. Feel free to cut up the card, you know, which I wouldn't do. Just say, yeah, let him know know the card's here.
Yeah.
This is my phone number. This is my address.
Yeah.
Credit card company calls him. He calls us. Yes, sir. We got your card here.
Yeah.
We'll have it at the front desk. What day are you coming by? Okay, we'll make sure somebody has it on that day.
Yeah.
Boom, done. But the problem is this. When the club calls him, oh, hey, you left your card here. First thing I do, really? I reach into my wallet and pull out my wallet and like, I didn't need no fucking cards there.
Yeah.
No, this is a card. It's a MasterCard. It is in blah, 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 blah. I don't take that out of the fucking house.
It's like,
I never put that in my wallet.
How did
There's
you be
no
there?
fucking reason for that card to, right then and there, I'm like, what the fuck's going on? I never fucking take that fucking card out.
Yeah.
But he doesn't do that. Okay, of course, I'm sorry. I'll go there and get the card. So he goes there to pick his card up, and once he gets there, there's like, the girls are doing some aggressive sales tactics. Oh,
Yeah.
why don't you dance with us, and this and that, and whatever, and blah, blah, blah. And me personally, I'm like, oh, this is the swingers club. I was there with my wife. I was there with my wife before. I'm like, I might have just fucked one of them.
yeah.
Whatever. And then got home. But they're trying to dance with him. And the chick, Isabel, snapping pictures. Gotcha.
That instigating bitch.
Yeah. She's snapping pictures of him standing there while two women are dancing next to him. And he tells him, look, I'm sorry. I have to go. I got to go meet my wife. Thank you for the offer, but no thanks. So he goes home.
Yeah.
Now, how exactly did his wife get the pictures? Did she just like send it to him?
Yeah,
or?
well, she met up with her the next day and showed her the pictures, saying, "Hey, I saw your husband at this place yesterday dancing
At the club again."
At the club again, and she got upset, and so
And this is what kind of pissed me off.
And
I'm
so-
like, fuck you getting upset about?
yeah, so she went to confront the husband at his job, complaining about being at a club, getting all loud.
And here's the thing. This is where it's like the writing is so bad. First offense of your husband being at a club and you didn't know he was there, and this is the first time that's ever happened, what's the most logical thing to do? Go to his job and have a public episode where you're loud and out of fucking control.
Yeah.
How dare you go to a place and not tell me you're going there? And the guy's like, what's your fucking problem? They had my fucking credit card. I went there. Well, how do you know it was your credit card? Because they gave me the credit card number. Well, why'd you have to go over there? You could have just canceled the credit card. And I'm like, are you out your fucking mind?
Cancel
what
the
the
card.
fuck is the matter with you?
Cancel the card for what? If you could retrieve the card, you retrieve the card.
You fucking pick the card up. Well, I saw you dancing with girls. Yeah. Oh God. Someone saved the children. I danced with some fucking girls. You take your ass home. You fucking sit at home and drink all day.
And she's like,
while I bring in the money. Get the fuck out of here.
I love my husband. He doesn't touch me. This motherfucker's working 80-hour weeks.
Damn right.
This guy's tired of shit. What is she doing? Drinking martinis the whole fucking time.
Yeah.
She had a drink in her hand the entire time.
Every fucking scene,
She was
she's sitting
drinking.
around drinking. I love my husband, but he doesn't touch me. Yeah, I wonder why that is. You ever ask that question? You ever ask that question to yourself, bitch? I wonder why he doesn't touch me. Even better, why don't you ask him? How about that? Oh, but you won't do that.
Nah.
We're not going to ask him. We're just going to assume something's wrong.
So Isabel convinces, what's her fucking character's name?
The wife?
Wife, yeah, we're just gonna call it wife. She convinces the wife.
Yeah, Morgan is her name, but I like wife.
Yeah,
Her new name is wife.
To go to the club with her to get back at the husband because the husband apparently doesn't want to tell her the truth that he was with the girl.
Now, I should also warn you guys, this is quite... You may not believe me, because it was a wacky ride. It was a wacky fucking ride up until this point, but guess what?
It gets worse.
The wheels just came off this motherfucker and the brakes don't work.
Yeah.
The brakes on this crazy train have gone the fuck out and the wheels done fell the fuck off. Grab hold of something and just hope for the best. Because this shit has now gone into fucking zaniness overdrive. Please continue, Ray.
So she pretty much goes to the club and Isabel tells her, get in your hottest dress. Get ready to go. We're going to party all night.
And her hottest dress looks like something that my mom would try to be sexy in. And I would just look at that and like, you're my mom and I love you. I'll fucking shoot you before I let you walk outside in that fucking dress. You look like a desperate housewife. Any guy a mile away could have marked her like, oh, I'm fucking that. That's a housewife who has no business trying to go on the club scene, and she's trying to prove a point. She goes out with some
gold
leather.
dress. No,
some
gold.
leather. It was leather, but it was gold.
Yes.
It genuinely looked like a fucking garbage bag, spray painted gold. Okay,
Look.
it's supposed to be tight and form fitting. It looked like a fucking garbage bag with a big fake ass emerald the size of my fist was at the top. It's supposed to be like a brooch to hold it in place, and I was like, this is the saddest shit I've ever fucking seen. This is sad as fuck.
The lighting didn't help. The lighting didn't help because you saw like she had nice breasts, but the way the shininess looked, it looked like someone was dripping gold over her, and it just kept hitting in spots where like it went from her breast to her belly, and then it went. You just saw pouches and bags.
It was a fucking mess.
It was a mess. It was a mess.
It was a fucking mess.
I mean, she's hot, not in that dress.
She's mom hot. Again, would I fuck? Yeah, I would fuck. But the only thing helping me get my erection is the idea that somebody's kid came out of her. She's a mom. She's a hot mom. That is a fetish. That is a specific fetish. If you like hot moms, you will definitely wanna hook up with this chick. But Ray, you wanna continue?
She gets roofied by Isabel.
Now, roofies will make your drink sizzle and bubble. Like a fucking Disney character putting poison into a. I'm going to put my poison spell in here, and it starts bubbling up, and I guess the vapors make like the skull and crossbones.
Yes. As
it's going up, and it starts bubbling and shit. That's fucking ridiculous. Obviously, what they did is the chick had 2 Cokes. And she dropped a fucking, what's that candy?
Mentos.
She dropped the Mentos in there. It starts fucking bubbling. I'm like, fucking really? So that's what happens when you toss a pill into your drink. It starts bubbling up and shit.
She did that for effect. Don't you know what they did in fucking Hobbs and Shaw with the fucking pew with the grenades?
Look, man, a Hobbs and Shaw has The Rock in it.
Okay.
Don't you tarnish his name by... The Rock can do that.
Yes.
With his one eyebrow had more emotion than every fucking person in this movie. So don't you bring his name into that. So she roofies her drink, and I'm like, okay, so she's gonna drug her up and take her back to her house, but instead we get another missed opportunity.
Oh, a big missed opportunity.
She ends up, remember, this is a sex club. She took her back to the sex club. This chick goes into the sex room, no, not the sex room, the sex tent. It's like on the fucking dance floor. And she's getting in there with like 3-4 guys. And I'm like, oh, awesome. We're going to get us a good old-fashioned gangbang. What they used to call it when I was a kid? A train.
A train.
We're going to get us a train.
Yes.
And again, if I were the director, there would be no shying away from any of the shots. This would be what people came to see. They put up with it, and they came to see this. And I guarantee you, I'd make my fucking money back on what I cost to make this movie.
Oh my god! What was that joke that was made? Was it because apparently she was drugged, so apparently they raped her. What, 5 out of 6 people approve of gang rape?
Gang rape. 5 out of 6 people approve.
It's fucking
5 out of 6 people approve of gang rape.
That's a fucking joke. That is.
Technically, the statistic is true.
It's true. Yes.
Technically, but we're not gonna go with that. Yeah. But still, when it's over, she wakes up and the chick is driving her home. It's like, oh, what happened? It's like, oh, we had fun and this and that, whatever. It's like, oh, pull over, I gotta puke.
Yeah.
She gets out and puke, and the chick drops her home, and then like from there, it's like it gets like dark. She goes to the doctor to get treated for STDs and shit and whatever. And
the doctor actually was the best actress because she didn't say anything, but she acted like, well, I was with like 8 people, and the doctor's like,
yeah, I don't want to know this. The doctor was like, damn, all right, you're gonna get your shit in a couple days. If it itches, let me know. Bye. The doctor was like, yeah, I see this every day. This ain't no Lifetime movie. I don't fucking care.
And
go deal with your shit.
And then the next day, the husband's going through the mail.
This is my thing. I'm assuming if you get an STD check, doesn't it come with your name on it?
Yes.
From the doctor? So why the fuck is the husband opening it up? Now, this next part, though, is very telling. He's like, well, what the fuck is this? you're getting checked for STDs. Oh, well, you were at that club and you claimed that all you did was dance with them, but I just wanted to make sure, so I got myself checked for STDs, but it says it's clean, so I know, you didn't do anything with those girls at the club, at least you're clean. And the husband's kind of like, yeah, what the fuck, whatever, man, whatever. And all I can think of, as bad as this is, and I should not take this seriously, all I could think of was, you bitch. To cover for what you did. Yeah, it wasn't your fault, but it's still on you.
Yeah.
To cover for what you did. You're willing to make me feel even more like shit just to cover for what you did. So you don't have to feel like shit. You're going to make me feel like shit. You fucking cunt.
Yes. Yes.
So from there, God, it starts to get a little bit hazy. It just gets crazier and crazier from there.
So what I can remember is Isabel gets all upset because her tricks aren't fully working, and she's not getting the admiration she's getting from the husband or the wife.
Yeah, her tricks that seem like they came straight from an Acme catalog.
Yeah.
This is fucking ridiculous.
And so she decides, fuck it, I'm going to upload the clientele list that goes to this club.
Yeah, what she did is she went, because the club, I can't remember if she recorded on her phone or if the club had cameras.
Yeah.
But she sneaks into their office and uploads the clientele list, as well as the video of this chick getting pounded out by like 3-4 guys.
But we only
see
kissing, though. We only see kissing.
Yeah, it's insinuated that she was pounded out, screaming in ecstasy as she has like 3-4 dongs all in her at once. That's insinuated.
Yeah, it would have been nice to see. But,
again, you did not see her being pounded furiously. You did not see that.
Yes.
That's insinuated.
Yes.
It's implied. So she uploads the video of that onto her flash drive. And she goes, and then out of nowhere, online, which I can only assume is the Miami Herald, it's like, oh, this club is doing this stuff, and here's a list of the people that go there, and his wife's name is on there.
It's like,
and this just brings up way too many questions. Like, okay, well, first of all,
why is this a headline? First of all,
well, why is this in the paper? First of all,
yeah,
no newspaper would post this because, number one, what they're doing is not a crime.
Yeah.
Number two, by you putting that out there like that, that can be seen as slander. Now, the way slander works is if you say something that'll make people say, man, this guy's a piece of shit. If you say something that is either false or something that your average person can't deem for themselves to check the validity of, to check their opinion of them. Yeah. So if you're a public figure, you can do it. But a private citizen, I can't go around everywhere. Hey, Ray and Antoine like to go to this porn website and take turns jacking off and staring into each other's eyes. I can sue you for saying that.
Oh my
because
goodness.
What we're doing is not illegal, so the public doesn't have a right to know. If we were public figures, yes.
Yeah.
They would have a right to know. We're not public figures. They have no right to know. So a newspaper would easily be sued. Number two, before putting that out there, the newspaper would most likely contact the club. Like, yo, I got people's personal information where you hacked.
Yeah.
Because that club would also sue the ever-living shit out of a newspaper saying,
true.
Somebody came in here, hacked into our files, and stole confidential information that you took and plastered all over your newspaper. Yeah. So I am left to assume that you are in collusion with the person that stole our shit. You may have even paid him.
Yeah.
Oh, I don't reveal my sources. Have fun for 5 years in federal pound me in the ass prison. Because we're left to assume you paid them for this information. We're left to assume you were the one that did it. So all of that's bullshit.
Yeah, all of it's bullshit.
All that would have never made it to the goddamn news. It just would not have fucking made it to the goddamn newspaper.
And she losing her shit. It's like, oh my god, I'm getting fired. And her husband's lost some church job of constructing an art.
The church. He just wants to build some churches.
Yeah.
And they're like, we can't have someone who doesn't have good Christian values doing that. And I'm like, how do you know that's his wife?
Yeah.
First of all, how do you know that's his wife? And then he's like, look, yes, me and my wife went to the club once. And this
you
and
don't
that.
need to know that.
Yeah, I'm like, I've never been there in my fucking life. These people put my wife's name on there. I don't know what the fuck this place is. It's lies. I tell you what, come with me to the club and we'll confront them together. I'm a man of God. I wouldn't do that. Well, fuck you then. That's not me. We've never fucking been there.
And dude, this guy was so passive about his wife. If it would have been any other man, that fucking reverend would have been fucking beating shit out of right there. I don't let my wife being violated by other men. Some shit like that, like in his face. Like,
yeah, it's like, don't quote scripture to me, boy. So, whatever the fuck. It was really, really over the top.
It was over the top.
But the whole thing is, the idea that they would just completely accept that without knowing whether it's true or not, or even the fact that why would they even be reading an article like that?
Yeah.
If I'm hiring you to build my church, whatever your wife's last name may be, it comes up in this paper. I don't know who the fuck your wife is.
Yeah.
I probably don't even remember your last name.
Yeah.
You're the fucking help. I'm paying you to do some shit. We ain't best friends. I don't know who the fuck you are. If I need to know who you are, I'm be like, I go to my secretary. Hey, who's that guy building the church? Tell him I need to see him tomorrow.
Yeah.
I don't remember who you are. I'm not gonna notice this.
Are they the center of the universe that everybody's gonna see?
In this
shit,
movie, they are.
See this shit at the moment they see it. Everybody sees this shit at the same moment. I'm like, look,
Yeah.
Is this on Google? When you type in Google, does this shit come up?
It sure as shit shouldn't. At this point, now at this point, we're clearly invested.
Well,
because this is just ridiculousness on top of ridiculousness on top of ridiculousness.
My favorite part's coming up.
But before we get to that now, the husband is like, yo, we're going to declare bankruptcy. We got to sell the house, the car, all this shit. And
I'm sleeping on the couch.
Yeah, I'm sleeping on the couch. I just happen to have a house on the side, so I'm going to move into that house. We're going to get separated.
And then she goes, baby, no. Baby, why are you doing this?
Baby, why are you doing this, baby? Let's get the fuck out of here. Why do you think we're doing this? Come on, let's be real. So they do that, and once again, the main protagonist, Isabel, calls, and the mother's, you got some fucking nerve calling me and this and that, and you leaked this information. I didn't leak that information, because my name is in the list too. All of my customers went away, because apparently this single, childless woman likes to fuck.
Yeah.
So I guess that's a problem.
Her business is going away.
Yeah,
her business.
Her patients who need therapy for their busted up limbs are like, fuck it, I'll just be a cripple rather than have my body parts touched by a single childless woman who likes to fuck on her free time. I don't think so.
Wouldn't that drive business to her?
I don't think so. I just lost a feeling in my legs after a traffic accident. It's a slow recovery. I need this therapeutic person to help me, but you know what? I'll just go the rest of my life not feel my legs rather than have a single childless woman who likes to have sex with available men on her free time rather than have that woman touch my sacred body. I am clean. I am clean.
Business would be booming.
Yeah. No, my whole thing is nobody would fucking care. You're not married. You don't have any kids. Who fucking cares? Even if you were married, you're not my fucking wife. I don't fucking care. You guys want to get your rocks off. This is not fucking 1950s Selma, okay? No one fucking cares.
Yeah, it's not 1950.
Another reason the newspaper wouldn't have put the story in. Like, nobody fucking care about that shit, man. No one fucking cares. What you and your wife do is your own business. No one, at this point, no one cares. We're not that much of Puritans. But the woman says, oh, my business is going to a standstill because my name is on the list also. And apparently that's all it took.
Yeah.
Oh, so it couldn't have been you. All is forgiven. Come on over to the house. We can have some dinner or whatever. Okay, fine. Here, this is important. This is our first real interaction with the daughter, which is there's 10 minutes left in the movie.
You get all daughter in this.
And now it's like all daughter. The daughter is just very important all of a sudden.
Her cranium looks ridiculous.
Well, here's the thing. Remember how I said everybody is attractive at first?
Yes.
And the more you look at them, the less attractive they look. The daughter was the same. She's in her Catholic high school girl outfit. She's got her pigtails, and I'm like, oh, she's kind of cute. This is one scene. Then she's back for another scene. Oh, I'm gonna go sleep over at so and so's house. I noticed, man, she's got some really sharp canines. Again, it's cute.
Yeah. Okay.
They're kids. She ain't got braces yet. She got them sharp teeth on the side. Cute. Okay, no, whatever. She's cute. But then, when this chick Isabel comes over, and she kind of has like, oh yeah, we're all gonna have dinner together, and she has a heart-to-heart with the daughter. Oh, I'm so ugly, Isabel. Oh no, you're not. You're beautiful. I wish I looked like you at your age. And we have another hilarious flashback.
Oh my god, this is probably
of the pot belly child emperor. That was fucking covering her ears because she's upset that her parents are screaming.
She was so uncomfortable. Like, what the fuck is this?
I was thinking to myself, I'd tell that child to her face, I don't want you. I never wanted you. Fucking kill yourself. No, but so the woman's like, oh no, you're beautiful, and she's coming to here. And the more I'm looking at her, the less attractive this girl is looking. I mean, let's go over all the problems. Her chin was too pointy. Her skin was very, very oily.
Yeah, they hide her forehead. It's all forehead.
No, hit like the back button up there, up top.
Oh, okay.
I want you to see. No. That's the one. Yeah, okay. Now, her chin is too pointy. Her cheeks are too hollow. Her skin is oily as shit.
Yeah.
And the worst offender of all, her forehead is giving her eyes shade. She does not need a baseball cap.
Yeah.
This chick looks like a fucking mongoloid.
Oh, God, no.
Between her teeth and her sallow skin and her big-ass forehead, she looks like a fucking mongoloid. Now, I've seen her with makeup. She's pretty.
She's pretty, yeah.
I'd even go so far as to say she's hot, but I now know what that makeup can do. Maybe the hairstyle they gave her, they were trying to make her look plain. But damn it, man, she needs that fucking makeup. Jesus.
And so apparently...
Very much girl next door. But she's like, oh, I'm going to make you look pretty. I'm going to put some makeup on you. And she brings her down wearing makeup and what looks like the most embarrassing prom dress I've ever seen. And the mother, flips her shit. Oh, you're trying to make my daughter look like a whore, like you. I'm not going to fucking tolerate it, blah, blah, blah. Get the fuck out of my house. Tells her kid to go upstairs and wipe that shit off. The woman's like, all right, fine, whatever, I'll leave. She leaves, and the daughter runs out the door to jump in the car with the girl. Now, here's the fucked up thing.
Yeah.
She sees, oh, my daughter ran out there to be with her. Instead of running to the phone to call the police or just dropping everything and running out the door, she calmly goes to get her car keys, pick those up, and calmly goes to get something else, calmly walks out the door and turns around and locks it. I'm like, there's no urgency.
Yeah, there's no urgency.
There's no urgency whatsoever. And then she takes this chick to the club. Now, in real life, she's 20.
Yeah.
But the way she looks, I'm
she looks
that's
like
a
she's
fucking
12.
12-year-old. She looks fucking 12. So she comes into the bar, it's like, yeah, she can't be in here, right? No, she's 21. Shows him a fake ID.
I don't give a fuck. Get the fuck out of her.
And the guy's like, all right. And she didn't even order nothing. All right. And he reaches down, comes up with two glasses of alcohol, like, yo, she didn't order shit. You just said you can't bring that kid in here. Oh, someone came to the door, liquored up. This is exactly how rape happens.
Oh, rape, yeah.
So she's drinking a little bit of the alcohol, and the chick disappears. I tell you, man, this club is so fucking weird. I just want to go there and just sit in the corner and stare at people.
I think this is shot in the Riverwalk, man.
Their means of harassment or sexual innuendo is just a whole bunch of people start dancing
closer and closer.
Oh, this woman is dancing too close. Oh, there's this guy over here. Oh, help! Help! She's calling out from Isabel! Isabel! Dear God, there's people dancing near me. They weren't grinding. They were just dancing closer than they were dancing, not even looking at her.
No one wants to look at her, dude.
It was like two chicks and the guy and shit. She's freaking out. And then one of the guys was like, hey, what's your name? And then boom, out of nowhere, the wife shows up. She's 15, asshole. You want to go to jail? Oh, sorry. He backs off. And she takes her to a diner and they bond.
Again.
Yeah, in the most bullshit way imaginable.
Because throughout the entire movie, the daughter's been total bitch the entire time.
Yeah, she's emulating her mother.
Yeah.
Oh, that is her daughter. This is her daughter in real life.
Yes, it is. So the pièce de résistance. The husband now has to track down who leaked the information about the club.
Oh boy, I'm gonna let you take this. This is good.
And he speaks to his freaking best friend, which we didn't know until now.
The lawyer.
His lawyer, of course. Every rich man has his best friend, the lawyer. To be able to find out innocence or whatever, you gotta find out who leaked it, and then we can finally sue that person or whatever.
And that's not how it works. He goes to the club and is like, yo, I'm gonna fucking sue you guys. Look, man, I lost 30% of my business, man. Okay? I'm fucked, and I can't even get this laptop to work anymore. And this is the laptop used to have the information. It's like, if you can get this laptop to work, you can fucking have it.
I don't know this guy.
So he takes the business's laptop. So I got hacked for a list of my patrons, and the way to fix that, I'm gonna give you
A stranger.
the stranger, the company laptop that has all of my patrons. And you know what? You seem like an honest guy. I think you're gonna be able to help me out with this.
No, fuck that.
It's like,
and so
you guys.
So the husband takes the laptop to his house.
And let's have a CSI montage.
We're gonna have a
please.
CSI montage of
Tapping.
of clearly what it is of a video of
Enlarge. Right there in that corner.
Where's
Give me
the
a
guy?
spectrum analysis. Cross-reference that with this one.
I don't know. I honestly think these people earn a lot of money during their day jobs. Okay?
Because nobody's fucking working.
Nobody's fucking working. On top of that, they like to hear keywords, and so they would say, you know what, that's a good idea. Let's use that. You know what, I heard about this in the newspaper about the dark web. I think that's a good idea. Their ideas about computers was lost in the matrix, so they still think that code is still done in a CRT monitor in green.
Yeah, that's how it happens.
The dark web is in all neon green color with the black screen, and it's just scrolling information. And all of a sudden, you get you got the address of where the shit was uploaded. Impossible.
Now, this is the thing. This is what makes it so much bullshit. She went to his computer,
Uploaded.
put in a flash drive.
Yes.
Took the shit into the flash drive, pulled the flash drive out, went to a Kinko's.
Yes.
Plugged into the Kinko's computer to upload the shit to the web. Now, he can somehow take the information that was on this laptop to find out where that information was uploaded. Now, I'm trying to be generous and see, because I know it's bullshit.
Yeah, it's bullshit.
But maybe they have a misconception of how an IP address works.
Yes.
Maybe they have a misconception. I just want to know, just meet me halfway. What led you to think that this is in any fucking way feasible? I'm going to go on the dark web so I can find out where on the entire fucking planet you uploaded some shit that you took off my computer.
Nowhere.
Because you took some shit off my computer, and I guess the data... I guess the data has some kind of marker on it or something. So when you go to someone else's computer, the moment I put that data on your computer, Ray, guess what? I know that information is on Ray's computer now.
On top of that, the dark web.
The dark web, yes.
Yes, in that neon green Heineken bottle color look. It stops and gives
Matrix.
them the fucking address. You don't, not
the IP.
Not
the IP address. No.
Because if they would have gave him the IP address, he's like, oh, fuck, I gotta have to go to this area. It's
No,
a general area.
It's not even an area. This is the provider.
Yeah.
It's not going to tell you an area. All the IP address is going to tell you is the provider and the modem.
And that's
you don't even know where the modem is. You have to go to the provider and say, hey, which modem has this IP address? It's a fucking mess.
It's a mess. It's like, nah, this shit came up with the fucking business name.
The
fucking address.
It stops right there, 1328 Northwest so-and-so Street. Gotcha. The dark web wins again. The internet is so fucking powerful, Ray. If you just know how to hack, you're a fucking guy.
The guy was in fucking CMOS, dude.
Hack the planet,
And
baby.
DOS.
Where's Angelina Jolie so she can suck my dick? Because I'm a hacker. I'm a hacker now. Fucking Angelina Jolie in the phone booth that I used to break into the Pentagon on that fucking phone. I can't even keep a straight fucking face. Oh, people don't know how the fucking internet works.
At this day and age?
Oh, God, in this day and age, that's the sad part. So he goes to the store. It's like, hey, man, a woman came in here at some point and uploaded some shit that ruined my life. I gotta check your security camera footage. Now, instead of him saying what anyone else would say, get the fuck out of my store. He's like, I don't know why, but I trust you. So he sit there going over camera footage. He's like, I told you, I don't know why I trusted you. There's nothing here. Wait. Just a couple more seconds. And that's when she shows up on the camera. And he's like, wait, what's that? And then my favorite thing, can you enlarge that? You know what? Dude, I worked in retail. And people are always like, oh, something happened. Check the camera. Like, I ain't going to show you shit, man. I can't see what's on there. It's blurry. Have you ever tried looking at one of them security camera tapes?
It's just the worst.
It's just blurry as fuck. I can't tell what's on there. Like, dude, that is not going to fucking help you. I hope you have insurance. Because that is not going to fucking help you. So he's like, that's her. I got her. And instead of taking that to the police, he demands an explanation.
Yeah, he calls her up.
Let me call her up, have her come over here.
And she goes over there, and they have a spat.
Now, here's the thing, though, because I'm constantly thinking of myself writing this, and I'm saying, no, it'll be the best thing in the world, because the wife is on her way to see her husband to work things out. You call her over. It's like, you know what, my wife's a bitch. I just realized I love you. You know, I'm going to fuck you. Come on over. And she comes over. He's like, yeah, let's go in the bedroom. Yeah. Get naked. She goes in there, get naked again. I'm going to be showing as much pink as possible. That's where my money is. And once she's in there naked, I'm like, yeah. He strangles the shit out of her and, like, snaps her fucking neck.
Roll credits.
Like, roll credits. Like, yeah, I know it was you. Snap her neck, just pop that shit. But he's like, hey, I know it was you and this and that. And he gets pissed off and starts strangling her. But then he like just throws her down. It's like, get out of my house. I'm gonna take this to the police. And then the stupidest thing in the world, he turns his back to her and starts walking away. And I'm like, yo, where the fuck you going? It's your house. You're gonna turn your... If I tell someone, yo, get the fuck out of my house, I'm gonna turn around and walk off to my room like I'm being punished? If I tell you get the fuck out of my house, I'm gonna stare at you until I see you walk your ass out that fucking door. He's like, get out of my house. And he turns around and starts walking away. And she picks up a fucking golf club and beans him.
Which is the only thing he brought into the house. He didn't bring up change of clothes. He didn't bring shit up.
Just a golf bag.
Golf bag. That's it.
Gotta keep his priorities straight.
And then he's unconscious on the floor and she leaves. She leaves. The wife comes in, calls 911.
Oh my god.
And then we get the two most incompetent looking cops ever. And they walk in. They question the mother.
Oh yeah, I call them the derp police. My name is Detective Derp. This is Detective Derp. Let's ask you some questions.
And then apparently Metro PDs, which is AKA known as Miami-Dade Police, which they couldn't rent an actual Miami-Dade police car.
And they couldn't use the name Miami-Dade because they didn't get permission.
Yeah, they didn't get permission.
So, Metro PD. That can be any place.
So apparently they had a warrant for her arrest. We're skipping past a little point here.
Well, I think one of the more important things is when the detectives are questioning people, the protagonist makes it seem like, oh, this guy was fucking in love with me. He couldn't get enough of the pussy. He started going crazy. You know, his wife was getting jealous and this and that. She makes it seem like the wife went over there and beat up on the husband. And they're like, well, that settles it. Let's go arrest the wife.
Yeah, yeah.
And my whole thing, I'm like, yeah, so you guys didn't dust the murder weapon for fingerprints. The first thing I would think a detective to do when they see the wife, say, man, we dusted it. There are some fingerprints on there. Would you mind if we get a copy of your fingerprints? Like, yeah, fuck it, take it. No big deal.
Done.
It's like, no. A bunch of people say the wife was pissed off. Arrest the wife for what happened. So the wife goes to the blonde chick's place, and the blonde chick's trying to pack up to get out of town.
Oh, no. Before then, there was this one gaffe.
Okay.
The police came to her house to arrest her, and she was in the house trying to escape her own house before she went. And she's like, okay, I don't know how she's gonna get out of here, but I know she's gonna get out of there, knowing that the script is so fucking lazy.
Right. In the room, there's a closet, and then there's a, what's it called, a burrow?
Yeah.
A bowl? What's it called? It's like a standing...
armoire. Yeah.
There's an armoire. And the guy opens the closet, and he's rooting through the closet, and he's like, fuck, she's not here. So, he leaves the closet door open, and he walks off. Both the closet and the armoire are in the frame.
They're in the frame of
So you're like, yo, she's gonna come out of the armoire. It's like, whew, that was close, because the armoire is right next to the closet. She comes out of the fucking closet. And I'm like, yo, he was just searching the fucking closet and didn't find her. And then she comes out of the closet and just walks out the fucking house and runs off.
That shit was awful, dude.
Nuts.
The ending of this movie.
Oh, here we go.
It's just as bad, if not worse, than the whole movie.
Honestly, if the ending was good, I'd have been disappointed. But here, I'll break it down for you. I'll break it down.
All right.
So she confronts the blonde chick. The mom confronts the blonde. Mind you, this movie didn't start off being all about the mom.
No.
But after a certain point, it's her movie. It's about her, and seeing how much of her family was in charge of this, it's not surprising.
Yeah.
But she confronts the blonde chick, and she was like, I went over there, and he was already down. Why did you do it? Oh, I did it because I had to, and this and that, whatever. And I'm sitting there trying to stifle a yawn. Pull out the phone. Show her the recording. Yeah, it's like, everyone knows. I just got you to tell the entire fucking thing.
Yeah.
She's like, well, you're going to go to jail. Oh, well, you've got no proof. And she takes out her phone and plays back what the woman was just saying. So naturally, the woman snatches the phone out of her hand. I'm like, well, that was very stupid. That reminded me of a skit from an old cartoon called Eek the Cat,
Oh, I remember Eek.
where they're in a shark cage. The cat and this diver guy in the shark cage is like, hey, this cage is completely safe. The bars are made of this toughness.
Yeah.
The shark can't get in here, so we're completely safe. And the thing is, the shark is small. It's a shark dog.
Yeah.
It's like the size of a small dog. So he just swims in between the bars. And the guy says, I must apologize. I honestly did not foresee the situation. And the dog fucks him up. But it's like, it's obvious.
Yeah.
So when she took the phone, all I could think was, I must apologize. I honestly did not foresee this happening. It's like, you didn't see someone just taking the fucking phone
Yeah.
from your hand. Yeah. So they get into a fight. The fight wasn't hot, so I don't care all
it,
that much.
It was almost confident until they went outside.
Yeah, then it became a fucking mess.
And they did their own stunts.
That's a whole nother podcast on its own. So the cops show up and they arrest the chick.
Yay!
And I'm very sorry, ma'am. You're completely exonerated of all charges. I'm like, that's not your fucking job. You can take them both in. She can give you the phone as evidence, and you can let her go later. But, oh, you give me this thing? I guess you're right. And then just walk off. It's like, come on, man. Get the fuck out of here.
They still would have to take her to court.
Yeah.
And she
had
can
a
still get
warrant.
off.
She had a warrant for her arrest. She still has to come in. That cop can't waive the warrant. Oh, I've decided that warrant is illegitimate. No, doesn't fucking work that way. You're going to take them both in. But then I think they both move into the house that the dad had on the side.
Yeah.
And it's like, oh, here's our new home. I suffered traumatic brain injury, but I'm just fine. So here's our new home.
As long as we're together.
As long as we're together. I don't care that it's smaller, as long as we're together. Oh, Dad, I love you. And then immediately, done. I think the credits ran for like 30 seconds.
Yeah.
Literally, I'm not fucking around. The credits were like 30 seconds. And I was like, well, now, isn't that glorious?
Yes.
But this, man,
Let's review this shit right now.
I don't know if I can put this shit into words, but you know what, Ray? You're so excited because this went way longer than it should have.
Oh, I'm going to give this.
Well, wait, let me go first.
Okay.
Okay, here's my thing. I have always felt that those movies that are so bad, they're good. You're treading a thin line. I think I gave The Room I wanted inside.
Yes, yes.
Because that was so bad, it's good. And this is so bad, it's good, but I just felt so miserable watching it. that I was like, yo, I'm going to give it straight up garbage. But really, now that I'm talking about it, look at how long we were talking. Look at how much topic this gave us. This is bringing people together. Muslim and Jew, black man, Klansman. We're all coming together to talk about how shitty this movie is. I can't give it a straight up garbage. But under no circumstances, The Room, I can say it's worth paying for to see that.
Yes.
Under no circumstances is it worth paying for.
Yes.
I'm gonna give this a torrent. I would like to recommend that more people see it, but under no circumstances is it worth paying for. Get your boys, get a 24 pack of Natty Ice, and fucking watch this, and just fucking, I don't know what to, let nature take its course. Get drunk, watch this with your friends, and let nature take its course. I'm gonna give this a torrent.
Oh my god.
I was gonna give it straight up garbage, but after talking about it, my heart has been moved like the Grinch. It grew 3 sizes. I'm gonna go ahead with a torrent. Ray, what do you got?
I'm gonna give this shit the fact that I didn't get no titty.
That is a sin. It's a sin.
Straight up garbage.
God damn, you a cold man.
I mean, it was entertaining.
You a cold ass honky.
But all for the wrong reasons. And damn, man.
No. Fuck this all for the wrong reasons. It was entertaining. I'm gonna let you go with your straight up garbage. I think you're a tad bit harsh. But it's fair because, like I said, I was gonna go straight up garbage until we started talking about it.
Yeah, that's true.
And then I changed my mind because I'm like, yo, we've been talking about this shit that we hate for an hour.
As long as someone...
it's like, and we're laughing about this shit that we hate for an hour. It's brought people together.
You're right.
It brought peace to the Middle East, Ray. If this movie can bring peace to the Middle East.
If someone wants to pay for it...
Don't.
Yeah, don't. But
don't. No, I'm not telling you to change it from straight up garbage. You can keep it.
No, it is straight up garbage.
Oh, okay. Oh, yeah.
So that's it.
All right. Well, you know what? So basically, we're gonna end up having to give this a very high straight up garbage.
Yes.
A very high straight up garbage, which is I think is a sad thing.
Yeah, it's
because
a fine line.
The mutual hatred of this movie could solve wars.
Yes.
Wars could stop before they even started based on the mutual hatred of this movie. But, sometimes it's just how it gotta go.
All right, guys, don't forget to visit us on our website at g2ta.net and gottatalkaboutit.com, and don't forget to subscribe on our YouTube page and on our Patreon. All right, fellas, we out. Damn, man, we actually went long on this fucking thing.
Way too long.
Shit was actually funny, though.
Of course.